So how does an election year impact the housing market? That's one of the most common questions I'm getting right now, rightfully so. So let's go ahead and check out the data. So before the election, two things typically happen. So number one, interest rates tend to go down. 8 of the last 11 election cycles between July and the election, those rates went down. This year, it will probably blow these numbers out of the water because we started at 7.5% around July, and we're sitting at 6.4% as of right now. The second thing that tends to happen is people start pulling back from the housing market and not purchasing as many homes. Typically, we see about a 5% drop compared to a normal year when we have an election year between October and November. People get a little fearful of what's going to happen, and they don't know what to do, which causes them to have a little bit of paralysis when it comes to any major moves, which is why you see this happen. Now, when it comes to after the election, two things typically happen. So number one, you see home sales go up. And this is one, because a lot of people stayed on the sidelines, didn't want to buy anything before the election, so they all jump back in the market. And two, because we typically see those lower interest rates, we see more people purchasing homes. And then finally, the thing that you're probably interested in the most, home prices. Over the last 8 elections, 7 of those home prices increased. The only one that didn't was 2008, and we all know why that was. So the bottom line is supply and demand are always going to impact the housing market more, whether a Republican or a Democrat get elected.